Good evening, everyone. This is Ariel, and today is day one of the media buyer journey that I'm in through. So, right now, I just want to give you an update. I got everything in this book. This is Ringba's book I just got from Miami at their Hustle House, and let's go through it. Today was actually a busy day. For Saturday, I got like so many things that are going on. Like I was managing two call center agents over today. They were doing auto insurance from like 9 to 5 p.m. It just kind of sucked. With auto insurance, for some reason ACA was performing better. So let's start off with 9 o'clock. I woke up pretty early, around like 7:30. Do my daily routine and stuff like that. 9 o'clock, I had a consulting call. I was working with a girl, Candela, and one of the issues that she was facing on Ringba was that there was a certain buyer that she was trying to set up, and for some reason, the body she had it correctly set up, which is great. There was an issue with the body, so I just sometimes it's very you have to like double check or even triple check because you never know when you accidentally did an extra bracket on there or you did like an extra square bracket, and I saw that first mistake, and then okay, so it looks good, and so I did like a few test calls, and I'm like, okay, everything looks perfect. Why isn't the filter answer showing up when I debug the call in the call logs? So I had to I did like a bunch of trial and error. Okay, let me try this. Let me change the zip code. Let me hard code the zip code. Let me go ahead and and I don't know. It was like testing like 20 calls, and then okay, let's think outside the box. If it doesn't work inside of Ringba, maybe it can work outside of Ringba. So what I did is I created like a custom webhook, and then I had to pass back the phone number, and then I had to build like a custom workflow where the phone number it goes through a zip code polar API, and then after that I had to that whole data, I am embedding the data, and then that data will go to the actual buyer spec. And for some reason, that actually worked. And sometimes you got to think outside of the box. So um, I sometimes it doesn't work. Think outside the box. So I'm just going to report this to Gus, so this way he knows. Hey, I think there's an error with one of your ring tree targets. So yeah. Now the next one I just want to talk about is 10 a.m. This morning. So I had a media buyer team meeting call. I got on a call with three other people, and they're so excited. I'm really excited to build up this media buying business, and and to build this back up and to try again, to take a second chance in life. It feels amazing. So I have one person, he's an expert when it comes to Facebook ads. He came from the ecom side. I have this other person, she's amazing when it comes to TikTok ads. And then this is the person that I trained off when she was an English teacher. So I'm going so she's gonna work with me on the side. We're gonna work together on she'll handle the Ringba operations. And she actually is learning she's learning Facebook ads as well. So that would benefit her as well. I'm really and you never I usually I'm always like whenever I work at a job, I'm always behind like a CEO. Like I'm always second position in power, and this is probably one of the first few times where I there's no one telling me what to do except myself. And when you are the front facing and you're the leader and you're making decisions, you have to make good wise decisions, and you have to focus on what your vision is. And the team is really excited. I never felt really happy, but yeah, I mean they came on Saturday and we got on a call, which is great. 11 a.m. I had a call with my boss. He was just going over the states, and then literally I was like laying down on the floor. I'm like, Texas, yeah, Texas good. Massachusetts, yeah, Massachusetts was good. I was like laying down like this. I'm like while he was repeating the states. I'm like, okay, come on, let's you know the states already. All right, so but that was 11 a.m. 12 p.m. I went to Columbia University. I wanted to eat like all you could eat breakfast. So I paid like for $20 I can get unlimited food. I got like a banana. I waited like 10 like maybe 15 minutes to get like an omelet. Got some drinks and it was great. I got filled up on from there, and I sticked around. I actually I found a piano room where I can practice piano, and then one thing reminded me was that I should just make an auto insurance ad. So I used ChatGPT and I asked it to make like a quick verse, and have a catchy chorus, so this way the person remembers and save up on your auto insurance. I and I actually had an iPad in front of me, so I was like staring at the iPad, reading the lyrics, and then I had the camera right over here facing me and the music, and then editing took me around like 30 minutes. It wasn't that hard at all. Thank goodness for CapCut. CapCut is a very amazing program if you are a if you're a video editor, like if this is good for social media, it has everything: transcription, voice isolation. If you want to isolate the voice or you want to remove the voice, which is amazing. The next thing I did is I read 20 pages of this book. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Yeah, this book. I was reading this book called The CEO Within. Yeah, The Great CEO Within. I just finished. I just got through 20 pages, and like I just went through the introduction. And now right now I'm on the part where it's talking about energy and stuff like that. So I'm gonna continue going through the book and just keep a habit of reading at least 10 pages a day. From there, I had to relax, and for a bit, I walked around the campus. I wanted to explore more about the campus because I only know around like 3 buildings, and then I try to see what areas that I have access in with my card. So most of them I don't have access. Some of them I do have access, and some of them are buildings I never been to before, like the science building or the business center. So that's pretty cool. And then I went back to play piano again around like 6:30 to 7 p.m. And then I had one person from the Unique Slack group. He wanted to get on a consulting call with me. So guess what? We did at a consulting call, and he wanted to know more about like what's the difference between static versus RTB. And he was running home services, and he was like that, trying to figure out which one is better or not. So I was explaining to him that when you work on an RTB, one of the biggest benefits is that it will pass back a dynamic payout and a dynamic duration, and this will work really very well for home services because home services payouts can definitely range. Like sometimes you get calls as like $40, some calls you can get it for $200, and I've been mentioning to him that you try to work with on an RTB or an API with your buyer if they're working on a rev share. So this way you know how to do manual reporting. Because if the buyer works on a rev share and they give you a static DID, it's going to be very tricky to be able to pass back the payouts. You got to do like a little bit of an advanced setup, and I don't want to spend too much of my time there. And I know what it's like when I have to like log into the platform, download the list, and then I gotta manually match up the numbers one by one, changing the payouts to make sure my ring buff reflects it. So that's what I was explaining to him, and I also mentioned to that like don't use both. Put your RTBs and APIs in first priority, and if those don't work, then go ahead and have the call sent to static. So the main goal is to make sure your calls are not dropping. Like don't get your calls wasted. Take advantage of both sides. Don't be afraid to use one or the other. Use both. From there, 9 p.m. I was just watching some YouTube videos of motivation. I maybe a little bit took a little break. I watched some like films and stuff like that for like 15 minutes. And then 10 p.m. I was reviewing my company finances, to see what areas I can do to reduce my operating expenses or optimize it. And there was one where I need to like cut down at least 12, like there's like that one that I need to cut down $12,000 per month. And if I can optimize that certain expense by figuring out this other software, then I could slash it down by half, and I'll um, be able to save around like a 5K extra on my operating expenses. So I've been also looking into my other business expenses, like for example, Red Track, Ringba, some spy tools I've been using, Canva, Midjourney, all those stuff. I right now it's under 3K. My goal is to get that under 2K as much as possible. So I'm like commenting, okay, which one should I keep? Which one should I remove? Which one should I reduce the plan by? So, and ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it for today. It's 11 minutes long. So that's my day 2 of my journey here with you, and I'm gonna stay consistent. Like I mentioned, I really want to stay consistent. If you love what you're seeing right now, remember to make sure you hit that bell sign, so this way you get notifications from me, and subscribe, because I'm gonna be releasing a lot of things. Oh shoot, I forgot to mention about this, but like I forgot to write it down. It's like trying to see what other revenue streams that I'm doing right now. So media buying is one of the revenue streams that I need to pursue. Right now the current only revenue stream is like when monetizing on the back end, and that was pretty much it. And then some areas where I can optimize and my revenue is get that blog site built up. I gotta get my brand built up. I'm gonna make a resource page and tools, and I need to promote like all of these tools and softwares and I can get like a recurring commission out of it. So like Red Track, for example, it pays out, I believe, at like 10%. Unique 360 pays out at 40%. Lanyard Lab, I believe, pays out at 20% or something. So I'm gonna make a resource page, and this way newbie affiliates, they sign up, they get the software that I recommend in them, and then I get paid on return. So this way I'm diversifying my income stream, and I don't have to struggle. And so that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. Subscribe, like, hit that doorbell, that bell sign, and you're all set. I'm looking. Stay tuned for episode 3. It's definitely gonna come in tomorrow. And that's it. Thank you so much. Bye bye.